Have you guys ever had one of those moments where suddenly you feel anxious for absolutely no reason at all? Your heart rate spikes, you feel shaky, irritable, maybe even a little dizzy. And then your brain just goes straight to, shit, not this stuff again. Well, what if I told you that it's not always anxiety that can cause these symptoms? Sometimes it could be your blood sugar. We finally made it to pillar number 4. And up until now, we've talked about your nervous system, we talked about your physical strength, and we talked about sleep. Now we're talking about fuel. Because your brain is an organ, and what you feed it matters. If pillar 1 was controlling your nervous system, and pillar 2 was building physical resilience, and pillar 3 was recovery, then pillar 4 is going to be about stability. Because you cannot expect your mind to feel stable if your body is on a roller coaster all day.
Okay, let's go.
For the next few weeks, we're going to be talking about fuel and what you're feeding your body. Because what you put in your body, nutrients-wise, makes a huge difference on how your body reacts to certain situations. And it plays a key role in how you feel on a day-to-day basis. So let's keep it simple. Blood sugar is exactly what it sounds like. It's the amount of glucose in your bloodstream. And glucose is one of your body's primary energy sources, especially for your brain. The problem here isn't blood sugar itself. The problem is when it spikes and then it crashes, because that's when things start to get interesting. Let's say that you wake up and you skip breakfast, grab a giant coffee, then eat something loaded with sugar, like a donut. At first, you feel amazing. Energy goes up, your focus goes up, everything just feels great. Then the crash happens. Now you're tired, irritable, shaky, you got brain fog, your heart starts to feel weird. Does that sound familiar to you? Because those symptoms overlap with anxiety. And sometimes people experience blood sugar crashes and immediately think they're having an anxiety episode. When your blood sugar drops too quickly, your body doesn't like it. It starts releasing stress hormones. It starts responding. And that includes your adrenaline. And what do we know that adrenaline does? It raises your heart rate, makes you alert, makes you feel activated. The same thing we've talked about in pillar 1, which means sometimes what feels like anxiety started with your nutrition. The average person's diet is basically designed for blood sugar chaos. Sugary coffee, energy drinks, highly processed foods, fast food, huge meals, followed by long periods of just not eating at all. And then we wonder why we feel unstable. Your body isn't getting consistency. It's getting spikes and crashes. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is stability, staying consistent on your nutrition. More protein, more whole foods, more consistent meal timing, a lot more water, and less living on caffeine and convenient food. Because stable energy creates a more stable mind, and a stable mind handles your stress better. One of the greatest mistakes that anxious people make is assuming that every symptom is purely psychological. But your body and your mind are connected. And sometimes what feels like an anxiety problem is partially a fuel problem. It has to do with what you're putting in your body and your nutrition. That's why this pillar matters so much, because we're no longer just asking, how do I control my anxiety? We're asking, how do I build a body that makes anxiety less likely in the first place? The goal isn't just to feel better when anxiety shows up. It's creating a life where it shows up a lot less often. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe. It helps get the message out to a lot more people. And the biggest goal here is to help as many people, especially men that deal with anxiety, as I can. Don't forget to share this with somebody that you know, and comment alpha if you're ready to stop living on a blood sugar roller coaster. and we'll see you in the next one.